Hello everyone, back with another video. So I want to talk about a situation with a woman named Itasha Brunson. And what happened with this young lady is that she found out that her quote unquote boyfriend was married. That has to be like one of the worst things to hear, you investing yourself and to a person that is actually with somebody else. It has to be heart-wrenching, but moving forward. Her response to the situation was a bit irrational because she took herself and her 5 children and decided that she was going to take her life and her children's life. She was driving, she was doing a live video, and what made her attempt unsuccessful was that she dropped her phone, reached down, and she ended up getting in an accident. There were no fatal injuries. So there's a lot of talk on the internet about how this is not a mental health issue and that she made a very bad decision. She needs to take accountability. Why is she messing with a married man? Somebody take her kids. Somebody call CPS. And the list goes on of all the people that are judging her on the situation. Then you have very few people that are holistic and they're saying, pray for her. We all make mistakes, understand what was wrong, but situation is crazy, just let her deal with it, etc. I want to explore both sides of the situation that I think is very devastating and horrific. Again, to find out that the person that you're dealing with is married to or involved with somebody else is very heart-wrenching. There are a lot of women that dream of getting married and finding Mr. Right and being with someone they can just spend the rest of their life with. But when that person belongs to somebody else, your heart drops. Your world is over. And I understand how she felt in response to him, in response to her finding out that he was married. Now, what she did involving her children was not a good decision. Okay. Now, let's talk about being in a low place. Okay. Everybody is going to experience a low place in their life. Okay. That low place may be doing drugs in response to losing a job from months ago. A low place may be, not leaving your house, being depressed, eating your life away because your husband left you for another woman. A low place may be, standing on the side of the road trying to get food and water because you don't have a place to live. People, we are going to be in low places in our life. How we handle it is up to us. But when you are in a different state of mind, when you are not thinking rationally, okay, that's where things get a bit tricky. Okay. Now, this is what I'm trying to say here. When it comes to low places, somebody can have their low place where, for instance, again, somebody's on drugs in response to losing their job. Okay. You see that person and you're just like, why are you doing drugs? You have a family. What are you doing this for? You're destroying yourself, blah, 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 blah. That's them in their low place and you're looking at them. But when you're in your low place and you're harming yourself or you're hurting yourself in response to a bad situation that happened in your life, you don't want anybody to judge you. You're handling it the way you're handling it. You're in your low place. And again, you wouldn't want anybody to judge you. But because that other person's low place does not look like yours, you have room to judge them. Because your low place is not happening when their low place is happening, you have room to judge them. And that is not right. And that is not fair. Okay? I'm telling you, when I see people going through stuff, I don't judge them. I try to figure out, hey, how can I give this person space so they can take care of themselves? Or if that person is close to me, how can I help them to overcome what they're experiencing? Okay. I'm telling you, everybody is on a natural high when things are going good. And when they're looking at other people's low place, they're like, oh, look at them. Look at them. But when you going through, you want somebody to sympathize with you. You don't want nobody judging you. Right? So we have to watch out when we are talking about and looking at other people in their low places. Because this woman got in a very low place and she decided to do what she was going to do. But it was not the right decision. Okay? I can't judge her, but I just think about the kids. However, when you're in your low place, you're going to make some irrational decisions. And she thought that what she did was right. She thought that if I took my life away and my kids' life away, it would ease my pain. But at the same time, you notice that I said that it would ease my pain. I'm talking about her. That's selfish. That you would take your kids, you would take your kids with you to die because you don't want to feel pain anymore. That isn't right, right? But I can't judge her. I'm just looking at the situation. I can't judge her. Because think of the people that have went off and harmed somebody. I'm not going to say the K word, but have harmed somebody because somebody has hurt them. Think of the people that have beat other people bloody because they've been hurt. Think of a dude going over to a female's house and knocking on her door and her window and doing crazy stuff to get her back because their relationship was in shambles. Like, people do crazy things in response to their bad situations, man. And again, when you're on the up and up and you're feeling good and you're feeling great and you're not in a low place, everybody else low place looks real crazy to you. But you don't judge them because we do crazy things when we experience bad situations. This situation reminds me of Fantasia. And I remember when Fantasia, if I'm not mistaken, she found out that the person she was dealing with was married, and she took all of those pills and tried to overdose on pills. And I was like, wow, she tried to take away the pain because she invested in a man that was also dealing with somebody else. It wasn't right. It wasn't right what he did. And I can't judge Fantasia. I can't say, why did Fantasia take all those aspirin pills? Why would she do that? Why would she mess with a married man? Why would she? I can't ask those questions. You know why? Because she wanted to take away the pain. That was her response to her bad situation. Let's get on the topic of married men. Dealing with vulnerable women, single women, like it's a game. The truth will always come to the light. And this situation definitely came to the light. And married men dealing with women, a woman outside of their marriage is outright wrong. You're not supposed to cheat on your wife. You're supposed to be loyal to her. And there are men that will cheat on their wife like it's a hobby. They got free time. They want to prove their manhood. They want to see how many women they can get after they done stood in front of their wife and said, I do, and I will commit myself to you forever. You about to give up your whole family, your whole life, because you want to do a little something on the side. Let me tell you something. If you need a hobby, if you need something to do, please do it. Please do something with your free time. Please find other ways to justify your manhood. Because messing with other women is how you're going to get yourself harmed. It's how you're going to get yourself in the hospital. It's how you're going to get yourself in the courthouse. You don't do that to other women. There are women that want to be married with the picket house and the fence and all that stuff in her for her kids to be taken care of. There are women that want that. I know women must be okay with themselves and love themselves. But I'm sorry, in the back of my mind, I'm just being honest. There are women that want that. And when you lead a woman on in the wrong way by being married and hiding it, that is devastating. That is crushing to somebody's soul. Get a hobby. Go find something to do. Stop playing with people's hearts. That's how people get shot and stabbed. Because they want to play around with people. You can't play with people like that. You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. That woman could have went to his house, could have found him and harmed him. Cheating on your wife is not the way. It ain't the answer. Why would he do that to her? Did he get any fulfillment from that? You think married men don't get caught? You're going to get caught. So why do it? And how long that karma is going to be for him, he don't know. That karma might ride him to the end of 2020 and beyond. Ride him to the end of 2020 and maybe go beyond. I mean, this woman probably shared all of her trials and tribulations, her happy stories, her sad stories with this man. And he's sitting here playing around on her and playing around on his wife. And I hope that his wife gets a divorce from him. I really do. I really do. He needs to be alone. Because who wants to be with him? Apparently, he's not a reputable man to be doing that. But to get back on topic, I hope that this woman has a successful healing process and she doesn't relapse, because she needed to know. Her response wasn't good, but she needed to know. And I hope that she finds someone that is exclusive and will love her solely, but she needs to heal. Taking her life and her children's life was a not a good decision. Her feelings at the time were temporary. And I just want to stress that when you're going through whatever you're going through, those feelings are temporary. Things don't last always. It's easy to say that when you're not in it. But if you want to push yourself through, just know that those feelings won't last always. Your situation won't last always. You will be fine. You have to minister to yourself and know that if you pray to a higher power, if you pray to God, that you will push through. I know that when I lost things, I said to myself, and I manifested and I wrote it down. I said, I'm going to have this in the future. Right now, I don't have it, but I'm going to have whatever this is, this job. I'm going to have this car. I'm going to be in this place. Right now, I don't see it. I don't have it. Excuse me, I don't have it, but I'm going to. And that's looking towards the future. So just to wrap up this video, please be careful how you look at people in their low places. What they may do in response to or how they handle the situation is not right. But understand that when you're on the up and up, everybody low place look crazy. But when you're in your low place, you don't want anybody to judge you. If you are a married man, please understand, if you're not ready to be married, if you're not ready to commit Please stay your happy ass by yourself and stop playing with people. Because somebody going to take your life. Your whole family, your mama going to be crying because you wanted to play games with somebody's life, with somebody's heart. That ain't the way to do it. Go find a hobby. And also to everybody out there that is that's in a low place right now, God bless you. Keep praying and just know that everything is temporary and you will get your way out. I hope that young lady, Itasha Brunson, I hope I'm saying her name right. I hope that her healing process is successful and she sees her way through the situation, because what happened to her was not right and her response wasn't right. But hopefully she sees her way through. Y'all have a good day.